Lincoln at the Sign Shop in Winder is a proud sponsor of HearTheGame.com. The Sign Shop has been in business since 1975, and they specialize in window lettering, banners, sandblast signs, signboards, truck lettering, logo design, and much more. In fact, our great Hear the Game banners were made at the Sign Shop and cost way less than anything else around. Check them out at signshopwinder.com or call Paul at 404-422-1862.
40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Loganville has jumped out to a 14-0 lead as Matt Flynn on to kick this one off. Back deep to receive for the Dogs will be Chad Platt, and this is going to be a squib kick to the up back. It'll be fielded at the 34, out across the 35, 36, and 37-yard line for the return man for the Dogs. That's Trey Russell.
Didn't take, it doesn't take teams long to realize Winder struggles offensively.
You don't want to kick to Chad Platt.
There's no reason to kick off to Chad Platt or Shannon Sullivan for that matter.
You know, it'll be interesting as this chess game continues if maybe they move Sullivan or Hester into one of the up back positions, but Russell's not slow either. Now we've got a issue with the yard marker on the far side of the field, so they're getting that straightened out here. That's why the old
yard marker injury.
So the Dogs will start 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Loganville leads 14-0. It'll be Hodge under center, double wing set. Hester the lone back. Sullivan in motion. The give will be to Platt on the counter. Chad trying to find room, pushes out to the 41-yard line before he's dragged down, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 7.
Hard going for Platt. 7 yards on 4 carries. And already has had a touchdown nullified due to a penalty on a kickoff return. Always trying to get Platt to the edge where you can, if he turns the corner, boy.
That's going to do it for us here at the end of one. It's Loganville 14, your Double G Dogs 0. You're listening to Bulldog Football on the home of Barrow County Sports, www.hearthegame.com and WTV 21. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Jamie Thaw, CEO of Athens Regional Health System, where we're recently named 2011 Large Hospital of the Year for the state of Georgia. So what is it that makes us better? Certainly our staff and experience are important, and so is our technology. But we believe the real difference is teamwork. Our collective pledge to you is to provide the best care possible every time you or your loved one walks through our doors. That's not only our job, it's our privilege. Teamwork. Another reason Athens Regional is Georgia's Large Hospital of the Year. Again.
And welcome back. Start of the second quarter as Loganville leads 14-0. Hodge takes the snap, drops straight back, fires out, incomplete through the hands of Shannon Sullivan, but a flag down. This looks like it's going to be pass interference against Loganville, so that'll set the Dogs up with a first down if that's the way it goes. I think Sullivan was pushed. No, they're going to call a legal man downfield. So this one's going to go against Winder, yet another penalty against the Dogs. And that'll back the Dogs up 5. An eligible receiver downfield. And we have the benefit of having the booth official right next to us, and I guess the problem was that Shannon Sullivan was covered up, which made him ineligible, so he wasn't able to go out for that pass. So it'll be 2nd and 12 now from the 36. Dogs have had penalties on every drive so far and haven't been able to recover from them. Now find themselves down 14-0. Hodge will be under center. Double wing set. Asuebu in at tight end. And they give this time to Hester right up the middle. He pushes out to about the 41-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Ben Smith in making the tackle again.
Yeah, the Dogs have to cut down on the penalties here. They're just destroying every drive.
Another 3rd and long situation here. Braden Randall, the lone receiver, will be split out to the left side. Hodge under center. Platt, he'll get the carry, coming to the near sideline, cuts it up inside, gets to about the 45 before he spun around and dropped. It'll be a gain of 4. It'll bring up a 4th and 3 near midfield. Thought there might have been a face mask or something the way Chad spun, but no call. And now the Dogs facing a 4th and 3 are going to go ahead and punt this one away. Try to play a little bit of field position here.
That's about as near midfield as they've been all this first half.
Well, if Collin can pin them back deep and then the Dogs can play a little bit of defense here, they can flip the field. Loganville's had fantastic field position to start this game. Fake punt, and it's going to be Cole Baggett on the carry, and it's going to depend on the spot. Very, very close.
It's going to be close, but I tell you what, why not? Good call.
Direct snap to Baggett as the up man, and the spot is going to be at the 48-yard line.
And to me, that looks just a hair short.
Sure does.
You're going to have to bring the chains all the way across the field, but
yeah, he's short. They've got the nose of the football on the 48, and you can tell
it's a little bit of the hash mark showing. And I believe that's the difference between the nose of the football and the chain.
Come on, leave some slack. Leave some slack.
Oh,
they pull it tight. First down, Loganville. Baggett could not quite make it. So the Devils stop the fake punt.
Born under a bad sign, man. I'm telling you. It's just one thing after another. We don't get any breaks.
So 10-17 left here in the first half with Loganville leading 14-0, and now they'll start another drive in Dog territory.
Just inches from a first down.
Harrison will be in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Harrison takes the snap, drops straight back, looking over the middle. Now he's going to fire deep, and incomplete. The receiver fell down. Their feet got tangled up. That's why it was no pass interference intended for Boss, and it was clean. His feet got tangled with, I believe that was Worley on the coverage.
Harrison 3 for 6 through the air. Putting it up a little bit more than expected here in a little over a quarter of play.
Quite a bit more. Again, they ran the ball 48 times last week. So now 2nd and 10. Harrison gives to Merriweather. Merriweather finds a hole. He's across the 45 down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 8. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Well, he is a load. Merriweather scored a couple of touchdowns against us last year in a Loganville rout at W. Claire Harris Stadium in Winder. Speaking of which, we'll be back there next week. Got 3 games left, 2 of them are at home. Winder Barrow will host Cedar Shoals. The Jaguars come in from Athens.
Offset eye here for Loganville. Harrison pitch to Beck in the backfield. Making the stop is going to be Ramsey, and a flag down as well. So we'll see which way this one goes, but Jeremy Ramsey with a great job knifing through and dropping Beck for a loss.
Let's see here. I'm not sure what this call is. Face mask? Nope.
Offensive holding. So that'll be against Loganville, and we'll see what Coach Wagner elects to do here now. If they take the penalty and make it 3rd and long or decline it and it'll be 4th and 3, I think you got to back them up.
Both teams with a lot of penalties here in the first half.
And the Dogs will accept the penalty. And that will put the ball, they're marking off 15. It should only be a 10-yard penalty, but they're marking off 15.
It's still 13 yards.
It must have been the penalty must have occurred well into the backfield. If it's a spot foul, that'd back it up 10 from where it happened.
They're still talking it over. Now
they got it figured out.
Now they'll reset it.
So it's back at the Loganville 49-yard line. They need the 38 for a first down. It'll bring up 3rd and 13. Harrison in the shotgun. Jumbo set in front of him. He's going to roll left, now pitch, shovel pass up the middle to Merriweather, and he's going to come up short of the first down. Got about 10 yards, and now a flag late.
Bunch of flags.
And I think this is going to go against the Dogs for some unnecessary roughness after the play.
10 yards on the play.
Dead ball foul, personal foul against the Dogs.
Personal foul against Winder Barrow is called.
Shoot yourself in the foot much?
It's a Tommy with a late hit.
I tell you.
They're going to add that 15 yards to the end of the run. So not only is it a first down, but it's going to take it all the way down to about the 26-yard line.
Crushing penalty there. Unnecessary.
Akinola Atabi with the extracurricular activity after the play gives Loganville a 1st and 10 at the 26. Here's Harrison out of the shotgun, rolls right, looking downfield, no pressure. Now he fires to the sideline, complete, but out of bounds, incomplete. Boss was unable to get a foot down. He had to dive for that one, and it took him out of bounds, so that'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 26.
Couple of quick scores from Region 8-5A. Again, big games tonight. Clark Central's at Gainesville, and right now Clark Central has a 7-point lead, 14-7, over the Red Elephants, who are unbeaten in the region. Then you got Heritage at Flowery Branch. Heritage on top of the Branch, 14-0. Then we get another update here. Clark Central increases that lead to 14, and now lead 21-7 over Gainesville.
Here's Harrison on the keeper. Ball is loose, and it's going to be recovered by Tyree Tanner. Tanner's picking it up. He's out across 25 to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 Dogs. Harrison tried to keep it, and he had it swatted away. It was originally Jeremy Ramsey who almost picked it up. He missed it. Tyree Tanner comes away with it and advances it a little bit for the Dogs. They dodge the bullet. It'll be 1st and 10 Dogs at their own 30-yard line.
Something we have not had much of at all this year is defensive takeaways.
You know, I desperately wish that Coach Wagner would tell them to just fall on the ball. We saw a situation last week where the Dogs could have had it as well, and everybody was trying to pick it up, and Flowery Branch recovered it. Here's Hodge under center. Gives to Sullivan. Sullivan trying to get the edge. Cuts it back up inside. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Picked up a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Just Shannon's 2nd carry of the evening. Total of 5 yards. And another update on that Heritage at Flowery Branch game. Heritage on top of Flowery Branch now 17-6. So really a pair of surprises there with Heritage on top of Flowery Branch and Clark Central on top of Gainesville. But those are the 4 best teams in this region.
Dogs back to the Wildcat here. Sullivan in the shotgun. 3 receivers. Sullivan gives to Platt. And Platt is going to be stood up at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, Dogs' offensive line has not been able to open up any holes for some inside running from Platt.
Well, we haven't really seen an effort to get either one of them into space yet.
No.
I'd like to see maybe a couple of screens or something like that. We saw the one pass to Sullivan where he was actually an ineligible receiver.